Hello everyone, my name is Asyrafchazz and welcome back to yet another One Piece card game video. And in this video we're going to talk about the two big bads, the two bosses of each respective arc. It's none other than Doflamingo for Dressrosa and Crocodile for Alabasta. So you know, these two are kind of like the central figures of the two arcs which are prominent in OP-04. It's what the set is kind of based around. And I know Doflamingo has been a while since it came out, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I wanted to wait for more super rares, and since we don't really get a lot of super rares recently, let's just talk about it now. And we're gonna get, like, as more super rares reveal, we're gonna make videos about them accordingly. So we're gonna talk about the two big bads, Doflamingo and Crocodile, in this video. So if you just want to chill and hang out, we're just gonna talk about effects and what it can potentially mean for the future of the One Piece card game metagame. So now that we got a new reveal for Crocodile, let's just talk about these two cards. Let's just jump in with the first card, Doflamingo. Alright, so we got a 10 cost Doflamingo, pretty cool. 10 cost, 10,000 power. Okay, first of all, before we get into the fact, I just want to say I really love when the big bads of the cards themselves are this strong. Like, for example, like Charlotte Lindin was a 10 cost, 12k, Kaido was a 10 cost and like 12k as well. And then we got like this 10 cost, 10k power card on Doflamingo. I really like when like the boss monsters of the cards are this big. No counters, screw that noise, just drop it down and then like let your opponent deal with it, right? Okay, so Doflamingo is a green character, cost 10 with 10,000 power with a special attribute, part of the 7 Warlords of the Sea and Don Quixote Pirates. So that's really cool. And his abilities on play, a total of up to 3 of your opponent's rested characters or leaders do not become active during your opponent's next refresh phase. So when I saw this for the first time, I was like, it's okay. I mean, rested characters, yeah, it's like Birdcage, right? It's like Doflamingo's Birdcage ability where you're kind of just locking everyone down. But then I saw that it also affects leaders. And that's actually really quite powerful because your opponent wants to kind of go hard on you and you want to like attack in with multiple characters with the leader. And then, you know, with the green purple Doflamingo leader that we talked about in the previous video, you're leaving 2 down open. You can defend essentially with like event counters or counters from your hand. And then once they kind of tapped out, they kind of exhausted all the attacks, you drop this guy down. Boom, you're locking those characters down and they cannot restand in the next day. They're not going to be active in the next refresh phase and the leader cannot attack. So then you can kind of like turn the tides a little bit and start attacking into those rested characters. And it's great as well because you drop down a 10 cost Doflamingo, but at the end of your turn, if you're using the purple and green Dofi leader, you get 2 down back and you can still be defensive with like 2 open dawns, and you can defend against the attacks of the characters that are not affected by this Doflamingo's ability. And the great thing about this is it's kind of like almost works in the same way as like the Charlotte Lin. Like back-to-back 10 cost Lin is very difficult to deal with and it's annoying to deal with, and you just keep losing life while they gain life, right? This is kind of in the same realm, same effect. Back-to-back Doflamingos will kind of lock down your opponent's board, and that is such a great way to kind of get ahead by controlling what they can attack or not attack with. And then you have this big 10k beater ready to just smash your opponent's face or characters. It's so good. And I just want to kind of make a little note over here. This is just an observation that I saw. The moment this card was revealed, everyone was like, hey, I want to buy the 7 cost super rare from the ST02, the worst generation starter deck, the blocker. I think like, yeah, that's what this deck wants to do. It's like you get like a huge amount of like blockers, like the 7 cost Eustace Kid, maybe like the 5 cost Trafalgar Law. It's gonna be like super defensive. You drop this guy down, you prevent your opponent from attacking, and then you can just kind of swing in with multiple Doflamingos, attack in with Eustace Kid, the 7 cost kid, and still hold it up at the end of your turn to restand it to kind of do defensive duties. Really cool. And there's been a few like green Don Quixote Pirates that's been revealed. I think it's a Diamante as well as Treble, and so we should expect the Don Quixote Pirates to be mainly green, so they can work well with the purple green Dofi leader. This is such a great super rare. I know like most of you already know the effects, but I really wanted to talk about it. I really badly want to talk about it. I didn't want to make a video just talking about this super rare, but I think I'm gonna have to do that from now on. So now let's talk about the next leader, which is none other than Crocodile. But before we get into the ability, let's take a look at these two cards. Oh my god, look at Crocodile and Dofi. They're just sitting menacingly. What such chats? Okay, moving on. So Crocodile is an 8 cost 9000 power character that's in purple. It's kind of like the big bad of Alabasta, of course, and its ability is actually really quite strong. So part of the 7 Warlords of the Sea and Baroque works. So Baroque works will primarily either be purple or yellow depending on what we see. And his ability is on play Dawn -2. If your leaders type include Baroque works, place up to 1 card from the top of your deck on top of your life. So purple gets a healer. Purple gets life recovery. That's really quite good. And Dawn -2, no big deal. If Baroque works get a ramp card, then that's really good. And you can get Dawn back with the purple-yellow Crocodile leader, although it's on your opponent's turn. We have like Miss All Sunday already to kind of ramp you back up. Dawn -2 is A-okay. And his secondary ability is on your opponent's attack once per turn, Dawn -1, draw 1 card and trash 1 card in your hand. That's so good, especially when you pair it with the purple-yellow Crocodile leader. It's coming from OP-04. It's essentially like you get back the Dawn, and then you can draw a card. I mean, like you draw 1 and discard 1. And I think it's really good because life recovery is so good. I mean, I've been playing yellow a lot. And Big Mom, like when you recover life, it's like, oh, yeah, I get 1 life back. That's really cool. Maybe we'll get more trigger cards in purple like we did see in Miss All Sunday. That kind of works well. So if you imagine like trigger cards, Miss All Sunday, you know, yellow has a lot of trigger cards on its own. You know, maybe we'll have a lot, and like who knows, purple and yellow could be the deck that has a lot of trigger cards that you can trigger from your life. Fantastic card. I really like this, and it's a 9000 powered beater as well, so it is a really strong character. This is something that your opponent has to respect. I think this is going to be the big purple big bad that we're going to see moving forward, because it's essentially going to extend the game a little bit because you get to recover 1. Who knew purple will get life recovery abilities? I didn't see it coming, but I really like the ability. Can't wait to see the alternate arts for these 2 characters. I think it's gonna be, you know, really cool. But then again, alone, like these 2 these cards on its own, like the base art, already looking hella fantastic. Such chats. Can't wait to see more super rares coming out in the next couple of weeks or so. So there you go, 2 super rares that I wanted to talk about, Doflamingo and Crocodile, the big bads of Alabasta as well as Dressrosa. What do you think about these 2 cards? I think both of them are strong in its own right. Doflamingo locking down your opponents, preventing them from attacking. Crocodile healing you 1 and also letting you draw a card when your opponent attacks. You don't even need to put Dawn on this Crocodile character card, man, and it's free. It's free. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I really like these 2 cards, excited to see more, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.